Hi, my name is Kristine Lord-Krahn, and I am the Vice President and Deputy General Counsel at Allianz Life Insurance Company of North America. We are based just outside of Minneapolis, near 394 and Xenia Park Place, real close to the West End shops. I have been with Allianz for 15 years, which is hard to believe because time has gone by really fast. But the entire time I've been here, I have been a member of the legal department. I went to the University of St. Thomas for my undergraduate degree, and then went to William Mitchell College of Law for my law degree. So for those of you that might not know, the undergraduate degree takes 4 years, and then there's another 3 years of law school that you have to go through if you would like to practice law. Once you graduate from law school, you have to study for something called the bar examination, which is a very difficult test to take. You spend a lot of time studying for it, but once you pass it, then you are fully licensed to practice as an attorney in the state of Minnesota. I love my job because every day is a little bit different. I'm responsible for the group of lawyers that support all of our distribution or sales lines of business, as well as working with the business units that sit within operations, privacy, cybersecurity, tax, and government relations. Every day is a little bit different. I work with a fabulous group of attorneys and paralegals and administrative assistants, and collectively as a team, we provide a lot of legal support and hopefully a lot of legal value to the organization. Out of law school, I started my career working for the Minnesota Department of a State Auditor. And it was there that I learned how to conduct financial investigations. And I was able to utilize that skill set and transfer it to working for different financial services companies in the Twin Cities. So over the course of my career before I joined Allianz 15 years ago, I worked for TCF Bank, RBC Dane Rauscher, and then took a 1-year stint working for Delta Dental Insurance. And I thought working with dental insurance was pretty boring, so I didn't stay too long and instead returned to the financial services industry. Every day, as I said, is a little bit different. I get to work on issues regarding new strategies that the company's thinking of working on, different ways to maybe sell the products that we manufacture, look for different distribution partners or financial service professionals who are interested in learning more about the products that we make and how they might be a good fit for the clients that they work with. I spend a lot of time working on changing law and regulation that impacts our company. So me and my team spend a lot of time looking at different legislative or regulatory proposals, as well as new laws that have been passed that are going to become effective in the coming months or year. And we work with our business partners to figure out what do these changing laws mean to how we at Allianz are going to conduct business. I also work on a lot of just day-to-day issues that come up, such as how do we work with agents and financial services professionals that sell our products? What are the types of issues that they may run into, such as how do they learn and understand the products that we make? How do they best explain them to potential customers? And sometimes if an agent gets into trouble with one of the regulatory bodies that oversees him or her, we might work with the agent to figure out what's the best way to respond to regulatory inquiries. As part of a financial services company, we have a lot of different government regulatory bodies that oversee our conduct. And what that really means, kind of from a day-to-day perspective, is these regulatory bodies, such as the Securities and Exchange Commission, want to make sure that we're following the right laws as we issue and manufacture the various financial services products that we in fact manufacture. We get examined, or it's like kind of an audit. Sometimes the regulatory bodies that oversee our company come in and do an audit of us. So for example, the Securities and Exchange Commission is one of those government bodies that visits us on occasion to make sure that we're complying with all the laws and regulations that we need to follow. Part of my job is to interact with the staff at the Securities and Exchange Commission, as well as work with my business partners to make sure that we're explaining how we conduct our business in the best possible way to ensure that our regulators have faith and confidence that what we're doing is the right thing. I also work on kind of emerging issues. You've probably all either heard or read about stories of cybersecurity breaches or customer data being stolen from bad actors. We need to make sure at Allianz that we're really staying on top of the different tools and protections that are in place to protect our information, and make sure that we're continually testing to make sure that all of those controls that we put in place are working effectively to protect our customers' information. This has been a real growing area of law over the past few years, and I think that's probably going to continue for quite some time. So my team spends a lot of time working with our ethics and compliance partners, as well as our IT and cybersecurity business partners, to make sure that we've put in place a program that's going to protect our company and protect our customers. Some of the skills that I've needed to develop in order to be successful in my role as an attorney at Allianz starts with some just foundational issues of having good common sense and some strong business sense. I'm a fixer in a way, so I'm often brought in to work on maybe challenges or problems that the company's working through to try and find a solution that's going to best serve the company, make us be successful, and of course be compliant with law. Some of the skills that I've developed over the course of my career that I think have served me well is being patient, being incredibly curious and understanding, the facts and the detail in front of me, building really strong partnerships with my business partners. We need to trust each other. We need to know that we're on the same team, that we're working for the same goal. And as you work closely with business partners, those relationships strengthen and develop over time. And I'm just really fortunate that I work with a fabulous group of people here at Allianz. We know we have each other's back no matter what we're doing. We know that we're here to make the company be successful, to be compliant, and to continue to innovate and grow in different ways that will ensure our success in the years to come. One of the things that I really like about my job, even though I'm an attorney, is I get to work with people from the business side. On any given day, I'm working with people from sales, marketing, audit, risk, compliance, finance, the executive team, human resources, actuarial, product development. I mean, the list goes on and on. I personally like that a lot because it keeps me challenged. It keeps me thinking about things from a different perspective because I get to spend so much of my day with people that have a different background and skill set than me. But when we come together collectively as a team, I think it really makes us stronger, makes the projects more interesting. Another part of my job that I really like is that of a manager and coach for the team of attorneys and paralegals that report up through me. I spend about half of my time with the people on my team, talking through projects that they're working on, coaching them, encouraging them to take different approaches or to brainstorm together about what's the best way to handle a project or an issue that we're working on. And I'm really fortunate. I work with a really experienced, well-tenured group of people, but we each come from a really different background. So none of us are the same. We're certainly not cookie cutter copies of each other. We bring a different perspective to everything that we do. And I'm really fortunate that we have a very open dialogue with each other so that we always know that we can knock on each other's door, whether in person or now that we're working virtually. We can call each other, video each other, and talk throughout the day. Since we all have been working from home this past year, I've just been really amazed at how well we've been able to stay connected through the use of technology in ways that I never thought was possible. But in many ways, I feel a lot closer to my team and my business partners since we've been at home, because we really have to make an effort to make sure that we're staying close to each other. And through using things like WebEx or Zoom or all these different video platforms, we've been able to not only maintain our relationships, but strengthen and grow them.